equity market capitalisation proves Malaysia's economic recovery. Government finalising procurement of next-generation identity cards. Salam Malaysia Madani, you're watching Malaysia Tonight with me, Renee Fong. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim highlighted that the rise in Malaysia's equity market capitalisation this year, which has surpassed 2 trillion ringgit, is further evidence of Malaysia's economic recovery. He also commended both the Securities Commission Malaysia and Bursa Malaysia for their continuous efforts to ensure that the capital markets thrive and remain attractive to investors. He said central to sustaining this confidence is a robust regulatory framework that maintains a fair and orderly market, with diverse fundraising and investment opportunities across equities, derivatives, bonds and sukuk. In the constant evolution and pursuit of a dynamic capital market, the Premier said it is essential to recognise that capital market leaders play a crucial role in shaping the direction of business and society. He emphasised that increasing retail investor involvement will make equities investment a more common source of wealth creation, and in line with the Madani economy's vision of levelling the playing field for all sectors. This in turn will also enhance market liquidity and dynamism, bringing renewed vigour and interest for all to benefit. On another note, Datuk Seri Anwar said Malaysia's record achievement in attracting foreign direct investment FDI underscores its growing prominence as a key economic player within the ASEAN region. The Prime Minister has described ASEAN as a vital trade platform offering simplified access to 10 markets in Southeast Asia. Datuk Seri Anwar recently sat down with Forbes to discuss how the country's resources and regional connections can benefit companies seeking to establish a presence in the region. During the interview, the Prime Minister also highlighted the country's central role within the bloc, emphasising actions to streamline trade flows and reduce bureaucratic hurdles to attract foreign investment. He also explained Malaysia's strategic geographic position, which enables broader trade opportunities with non-ASEAN partners, including Australia and India. And apart from that, the Prime Minister also emphasised trade facilitation and economic partnerships, which reinforce Malaysia's regional relevance. Forbes pointed out that by integrating Malaysia into a larger regional strategy, companies can unlock its potential as a gateway to Southeast Asia while navigating the complexities of an increasingly interconnected global economy. Meanwhile, Datuk Seri Anwar has described his recent visits to Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Peru and Brazil as a step towards restoring Malaysia's prominence on the global stage. In a Facebook post upon his return today, Datuk Seri Anwar reflected on the significance of the 11-day tour that began on 9th November, highlighting Malaysia's confidence yet humble stride forward. The visits, which included official invitations and discussions with leaders from 19 countries, enhanced global partnerships and opened new opportunities to boost the prosperity of the nation and its people amid the uncertainties of the global geopolitical landscape. He said through various official meetings and dialogues, the focus was on strengthening collaboration in investment, trade and initiatives that bring tangible benefits to the people and within the ASEAN community in general. In the same post, the Prime Minister also shared his upcoming engagements. He will welcome a visit by the General Secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of Vietnam tomorrow, before heading to South Korea on Sunday to explore new economic opportunities and further enhance bilateral ties. The Premier urged Malaysians to pray for the success of these efforts, expressing hope that they would lay the foundation for a brighter future for the nation. The Home Ministry, via the National Registration Department JPN, is in the final phase of finalising the procurement of the next generation identity card to replace the current version that has been issued since 2012. According to Deputy Home Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Shamsul Anwar Nasara, the new identity card is designed to ensure high security, enhance safety features in alignment with the latest security technology advancements.
Kad pengenalan generasi baru akan dilengkapi dengan ciri-ciri keselamatan yang lebih canggih. Ia dibuat daripada bahan polikarbonat serta dilengkapi dengan chip keselamatan berkapasiti storan yang lebih besar dengan piawai keselamatan dan penyulitan yang dipertingkatkan. Langkah ini kita buat bertujuan untuk membendung masalah pemalsuan kad pengenalan dan kebocoran data.
He added that the ministry, through JPN, is conducting a market study to ensure the implementation of the new identity card adheres to the principle of optimal cost benefit to avoid burdening the government with production costs while ensuring resources are used efficiently. There is a need to overhaul the entire implementation process of Phase 2 of the National Digital Network Jendela initiative to ensure the effectiveness of the program. In fact, Communications Minister Fahmi Fadzil said that the process of selecting tower sites must also be reviewed following several issues, including the unfinished tower construction and delays in providing connectivity by the companies entrusted with the task.
Ini yang saya tak boleh terima dan saya telah minta untuk fasa 2 jendela dirombak keseluruhan proses itu dan kita start balik. Cara kita tetapkan lokasi. Cuba bayangkan ada setengah kontrak dah keluar dengan lokasi-lokasi tertentu, tapi setelah 2 tahun tiba-tiba syarikat kata, oh, kita tak boleh bina di situ. To me that's nonsense.
Speaking after attending the Ministry of Communications monthly assembly, Fahmi said Jendela is a non-commercial program aimed at helping the people in rural areas who are still struggling in terms of telecommunications coverage. Jendela, which was launched in 2020, is a government initiative aimed at improving coverage and the quality of communication services nationwide. In a related development, Fahmi also expressed concerns regarding the unfinished towers under Phase 1 of Jendela, particularly in Sabah. He noted that in Sabah, out of the 382 towers that were supposed to be delivered, only 215 have been completed and handed over so far. Of that number, he said only 61% or 130 towers are on air.
Saya lihat tak adil. Ada penduduk yang dah nampak, kita dapati ada sejumlah menara dah lebih 9 bulan. Dah siap tapi masih tak on air. Jadi tak boleh macam tu, kan? Kita nak ada kesalihubungan, kita nak selesaikan projek-projek untuk rakyat. Jadi saya dah bagi penegasan, MCMC akan susuli.
Moving forward, he said the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission will be instructed to send a letter to every member of parliament and state assemblymen to inform them which telcos have failed to complete the work of providing the connectivity after the towers have been built. The second phase of the registration for the Central Database Hub, Padu, will only be announced in detail after receiving Cabinet approval. Economy Minister Rafizi Ramli said for now, his ministry and the Ministry of Finance are refining several matters, including eligibility criteria.
Bincangan di antara Kementerian Ekonomi dengan Kementerian Kewangan berjalan. Kita sudah pun ada satu mesyuarat minggu lepas dan rancangan-rancangan mengenai garis masa pelaksanaan pun sedang diperbincangkan dan saya ingat perkara ini akan dibawa ke Kabinet dan apabila Kabinet telah bersetuju barulah Kementerian Ekonomi contohnya boleh mengumumkan garis masa itu.
The minister believes that more people will register Padu in the next phase as they do not want to be left behind in benefiting from the government's subsidies. Previously, it has been reported that the government will reopen the Padu registration system for its second phase to allow individuals who have not yet registered to update their information within a said period of time.
Faulty electrical wiring on an express bus carried out by personnel unauthorized by the Energy Commission has been identified as one of the causes of the electrocution incident that led to the death of an 18-year-old passenger. Transport Minister Anthony Loke revealed that preliminary findings by the Special Task Force investigating the incident highlighted irregularities in the wiring.
Bas ini baru lagi, bas baru. Jadi apa yang dikena pasti oleh pasukan petugas khas ini, dia ada pendawaian yang tidak teratur lah, menyebabkan ia tidak selamat. Kerana pendawaian dari keluaran kontak pengagihan itu ke pendawaian soket telah pun dipasang secara terbalik. So ada pendawaian yang silap. Jadi dia punya input dengan output tersilap, terbalik. Itu yang menyebabkan bahawa voltan yang tinggi dikeluarkan melalui soket tersebut dan menyebabkan apabila voltan itu dia mengalir dalam badan mangsa dan menyebabkan kematian tersebut berlaku.
In addition, Loke said the electrical equipment used on the bus did not meet the required standards for approved products. In response to the incident, the minister said the Land Public Transport Agency issued an immediate ban on the use of 3-pin sockets and USB charging ports in all express buses and that this prohibition will remain until the ministry establishes new policies and guidelines for additional wiring. For licensing purposes, the agency now requires both new and existing bus operators to provide inspection reports or certificates for additional wiring conducted by accredited testing bodies under the Department of Standards Malaysia.
On another note, Loke said the Transport Ministry is prepared to review proposals for the installation of real-time monitoring systems and closed-circuit television CCTV in heavy vehicles to monitor driver behaviour.
However, he stressed that any proposal to install monitoring equipment must consider cost implications, effectiveness, practicality and industry suitability.
Dalam apa-apa langkah kita untuk mewajibkan pemasangan apa-apa device ataupun gadget ataupun apa-apa teknologi, ia memerlukan pertimbangan yang lebih menyeluruh, termasuk stakeholders engagement dan sebagainya. Sebab kita perlu lihat implikasinya lah. Jadi cadangan tersebut sudah tentu akan diambil kira dan kita akan buat engagement dengan stakeholders berkenaan dengan cadangan tersebut sama ada ia wajar dipasang atau tidak.
The media previously reported calls and suggestions from automotive experts to implement real-time monitoring systems to oversee the behaviour of heavy vehicle drivers, particularly lorry drivers, as a measure to reduce accidents caused by human factors. And according to data released by the Bukit Aman Traffic Investigation and Enforcement Department, small lorries, trailers and container lorries were the highest contributors to accidents involving commercial vehicles from January to September, with 168 cases recorded.
Still ahead in our business segment, over 44 million ringgit withdrawn from EPF accounts Sejahtera under EInvoicing Scheme. A total of 44.2 million ringgit has been withdrawn by contributors from the Employee Provident Fund EPF account Sejahtera since the EInvoicing program was introduced in July 2022 up until September this year. Deputy Finance Minister Lim Hui Ying said that during the same period, a total of 144,589 EPF members had benefited from the initiative.
Under the EInvoicing program, the members are allowed to withdraw funds from their account Sejahtera to purchase life insurance and critical illness coverage.
Bermula Februari 2024 pula, KWSP telah menambah baik EInvoicing Fasa 2 di bawah Pelan Perlindungan Ahli di mana ahli KWSP boleh menggunakan simpanan dalam akaun Sejahtera untuk membeli produk insurans konvensional dan takaful untuk perlindungan hayat dan insurans penyakit kritikal untuk ahli keluarga terdekat mereka.
Lim also said the government welcomes the proposal for the EPF to empower the EInvoicing program through subsidies and negotiations with insurance companies so that medical coverage could be offered at a reasonable rate up to the age of 99. She said the primary objective of the EPF is to provide a retirement savings fund that would ensure the financial well-being of the people after retirement.
On another note, Lim said the government will implement EInvoicing System nationwide starting from 1st July next year. The Deputy Finance Minister said as of yesterday, 7,900 companies have adopted the system since the launch of Phase 1 in August, which involved the issuance of 87 million e-invoices in total.
Penyertaan e-invoice ini bukan sahaja melibatkan syarikat atau pembayar cukai fasa pertama sahaja, tetapi turut disertai oleh syarikat yang berada dalam fasa kedua dan ketiga secara sukarela. Ini menunjukkan tahap penerimaan yang baik di kalangan syarikat dalam mematuhi pelaksanaan e-invoice.
The Deputy Minister added based on a study carried out by the Ministry, the costs incurred for the use of e-invoicing system is between 3,000 and 30,000 ringgit. E-invoice involves all businesses, including micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs. Exemptions will be given to small traders with annual sales of less than 150,000 ringgit, covering more than 700,000 MSMEs and small traders.
The manufacturing industry has achieved capacity utilization of 82.4% in the third quarter of this year. This is an increase of 3.0 percentage points from the same quarter the previous year.
Chief Statistician Datuk Sri Dr. Mohamad highlighted that transport equipment and other manufacturers led the top three subsectors with the highest capacity utilization, reaching 84.1%. This was followed by non-metallic mineral products, basic metals and fabricated metal products at 83.6% and textiles, wearing apparel, leather and footwear at 83%. Regarding export-oriented industries, Datuk Sri Dr. Mohamad said capacity utilization increased by 3.4 percentage points to 81.8%, up from 78.4% in the third quarter of last year. He attributed the growth to higher capacity utilization in the manufacturing of computer, electronics and optical products, as well as chemical and chemical products. The chief statistician also noted a 2.1 percentage point expansion in the capacity utilization of domestic-oriented industries, reaching 83.8%. The expansion was primarily influenced by the manufacture of fabricated metal products, except machinery and equipment, and processed food products industry.
The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has warned that tit-for-tat tariffs could undermine Asia's economic prospects, raise costs and disrupt supply chains, even as it expects the region to remain a key engine for growth for the global economy.
IMF Asia Pacific Director Krishna Srinivasan said the tit-for-tat retaliatory tariffs threaten to disrupt growth prospects across the region, leading to longer and less efficient supply chains. Srinivasan's remarks come amid concerns over US President-elect Donald Trump's plan to impose a 60% tariff on Chinese goods and at least a 10% levy on all other imports. Tariffs could impede global trade, hamper growth in exporting nations, and potentially raise inflation in the United States, forcing the US Federal Reserve to tighten monetary policy, despite a lackluster outlook for global growth. Srinivasan said Asia is witnessing a period of important transition, creating greater uncertainty, including the acute risk of escalating trade tensions across major trading partners. He added that uncertainty surrounding monetary policy and advanced economies and related market expectations could affect monetary decisions in Asia, influencing global capital flows, exchange rates, and other financial markets.
Exciting developments are unfolding in mobile photography as Zeiss and Vivo, two industry leaders, strengthen their ongoing partnership to transform the way people capture images with smartphones. In a new era of concert photography, both companies have worked together to produce the revolutionary 200 MP Zeiss APO telephoto lens through Vivo X200 series that excels in low light and high volume scenarios, including live concerts. Tunisia Darshini Suresh has the details.
The latest offering from Vivo X200 series is aiming to bring mobile photography to new heights and deliver professional-grade results right in users' pocket. According to Hu Yifeng, Director of Product and New Business, Zeiss Photonics and Optics, the X200 series is equipped with groundbreaking advancement in telephoto capabilities that is jointly developed by Zeiss. The Vivo X200 series is capable for capturing stunning photos and videos in various scenarios through upgraded Super Landscape Mode, industry-leading 4K HDR cinematic portrait video, and for challenging scenarios such as low-light condition, users can switch to Super Night Mode.
So we decided to further enhance the telephoto capabilities in X200 Pro, and we are very proud of introducing 200 megapixel Zeiss Apple telephoto camera.
Vivo X200 Pro boasts a 50 megapixel Zeiss True Color main camera and a 50 megapixel wide-angle camera alongside a port telephoto camera, allowing users to capture long-distance image with incredible detail and clarity.
The lens design utilizes a periscope configuration combined with Zeiss Apple standards and T-Star coating, enhancing image quality even further. Notably, the Zeiss telephoto in X200 series features the HP9 sensor, which is the largest sensor currently available in the telephoto lens industry.
In terms of performance, the Vivo X200 series is powered by a cutting-edge dual flagship chip setup delivering exceptional imaging capabilities and sustained performance. Equipped with third-generation silicon anode battery technology and semi-solid battery, the Vivo X200 series prioritizes battery life and charging speed up to 600 mAh battery and 90-watt flash charge. The price for X200 series starts from 3,599 ringgit to 4,699 ringgit with 4 color variants to choose from. Through this partnership, Zeiss and Vivo aim to make professional-grade imaging accessible to everyone. They believe that with the right tools and technology, anyone can become a great photographer. Tunisia Darshini Suresh, reporting for RTM.
Malaysia's bold and proactive pursuit of a diversified foreign policy under Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, including its engagement with BRICS, is set to reshape ASEAN's strategic direction and regional dynamics.
Research fellow Lee Jae-hyun from the Seoul-based Asan Institute for Policy Studies believes that Malaysia's diversification efforts, such as its ties with BRICS, offer fresh perspectives for ASEAN's strategic planning, while presenting challenges in maintaining a delicate balance with traditional partners such as South Korea, Japan and Australia. Lee said Malaysia's efforts to diversify its diplomatic relations will likely influence ASEAN's leadership, potentially leading to a more nuanced approach in ASEAN's strategic hedging. He added the approach could somewhat pressure ASEAN's traditional allies, particularly those increasingly aligned with the US, to reassess their regional strategies. Known for its tradition of neutrality, Malaysia, which will assume the ASEAN chairmanship next year, has the opportunity to serve as a convening power within ASEAN, addressing the bloc's long-standing challenges while fostering dialogue among member states.
General Secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of Vietnam, Tu Lam, will undertake an official visit to Malaysia from 21st to 23rd November to boost strategic partnership between both countries. This marks his first visit to Malaysia since elected as the head of the Communist Party of Vietnam in August.
The General Secretary will be received by Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim in an official welcoming ceremony, followed by a bilateral meeting. Their discussion will focus on the progress of ongoing bilateral relations, particularly cooperation in trade and investment, agriculture and commodities, the halal industry, energy, digital technology, as well as information and communication. Both leaders will also witness the exchange of Memorandum of Understanding on enhancing trade promotion between Malaysia External Trade Development Corporation and Vietnam Trade Promotion Agency, and Memorandum of Collaboration between Petronas and Petro Vietnam in the field of renewable energy. The official visit will further add value to the close relations between Malaysia and Vietnam bilaterally under the framework of strategic partnership and within ASEAN.
That concludes this evening's Malaysia Tonight. And in our top story, rising equity market capitalisation proves Malaysia's economic recovery. Do tune in to World Today, coming up tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. on TV2. Until then, I'm Renee Fong. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Thanks for watching and have a pleasant evening.